Rally Assets, a Canadian impact investor, deals with a lot of metrics. They manage multi-asset class portfolios for many clients across numerous funds. In 2023, Rally Assets was working with 47 funds with 171 holdings and at least 494 metrics. Why so many metrics? If all of Rally Assets holdings reported on the same things, wouldn't there be fewer metrics and easier impact analysis? In fact, many of Rally Assets holdings do report on the same things. However, even when investees use standardized metrics from Iris Plus and B Corp, there are still a lot of metrics. And even if all investors, small to large, had the power to impose standard metrics, there are two key reasons Rally Assets would not want them to. 1. Imposing metrics means imposing an additional reporting burden on investees. And 2. Letting investees use the metrics that are most meaningful to them helps them better learn, manage, and improve their impact, which can lead to higher quality, more authentic data. So what was their approach? To report on all of these metrics, Rally Assets categorized the data based on how much of the portfolio was allocated to the intended impact, what the investees were aiming to accomplish. Their reporting showed how funds were allocated toward the SDGs and larger, mutually reinforcing themes like climate action, advancing social equity, preserving natural capital, and meeting basic needs. However, Rally Assets saw an opportunity to go beyond reporting on intended impact by showing the fund's actual results. This is where Common Approach came in. Common Approach worked in partnership with Rally Assets to implement the Common Framework. Within the Common Framework, they grouped metrics by idea or concept. Instead of categorizing an apple and an orange separately, you group them together as fruit, a common concept. One of the common concepts Rally Assets identified was providing access to employment and entrepreneurship. This grouping included metrics such as the number of women with quality jobs, people employed by circular economy jobs, the number of Indigenous employees, and 24 other metrics. By focusing on their commonalities, Rally Assets was able to use these metrics to tell the story of how many people were provided with access to employment and entrepreneurship. Like any good story, it's more than the sum of its parts. Instead of sorting through disconnected metrics or trying to understand the whole picture based on one data point, these groupings convey the key message, the portfolio's impact, to the audience, portfolio managers like Rally Assets and their clients, in an easily digestible way. Common Approach continued to work with Rally Assets to group metrics, and together, we were able to take 494 metrics and articulate them into 38 headline indicators that show progress toward positive, real-world goals. This lets Rally Assets analyze themes by result, not just intended impact, all without burdening their investees. This is the power of the Common Framework.